welcome to another Amazon van video. We're 2 days later and I've basically got some bits to carry on. I have all these bits here. I'm just going to have to stop filming. So I forgot the other camera. I'm using my phone, which isn't ideal because I don't have anything to hold it with, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not going back just to get a camera, so 1 second. So we have a very expensive, well, it's not as expensive as some, but a dual mass. That was not yesterday. Then we have a 3-piece clutch, and then we have 2 brake discs, gear oil, and brake pads, because that's all the in fact I had in stock. But I needed the discs and pads because I want to be able to move the van by the end of the day, and I'll show you why now. I need those. I treated myself to a new tool. Look at this. Yes, that should be handy. So, without doubt, I wonder whether they're original. That is a good, I've got quite long nails, that's a good 2-inch lip on there. Pads actually don't look too bad. Oh, where's the camera lens? The forward pads look so, but yes, obviously I've got to put the drive shafts back in. Whether they're going to go back in there very nicely, I don't know. That is rusty as hell. That's how long they've been off, which just makes this whole mystery a little bit more of a mystery. You know, clutch with a date 2023 on it. When I went away from this the other day, I did a lot of online research, and I read some things about sort of fleet managers have put posts on when I was looking at like second-hand Amazon vans, saying that some vans would just go through a clutch within the first like 10,000 miles because the way the drivers drive them, they don't drive vans, they rev them, you know, stop and starting at junctions constantly, stop and starting, doing deliveries, you know, driving a couple of meters down the street, stopping the van, then it's speeding off. And we all see, you know, I'm not saying all delivery drivers are the same, but some are, they put the foot down, don't they? So anyway, it is what it is. I have a dual mass today, clutch. What I'd like to do today is get the dual mass clutch on, get the replacement gearbox on, drive shafts in. If I get that far, new discs, pads, because I've got to take off the stub axles to get the shafts in. And well, I'm hoping that the you saw in the last video, I've got a pair of hub bearings in the back. So I'm just going to, before I start, I'm going to spray up all these wheels with WD to get some penetration into them, so when I start doing the bolts, it's not such a big chore. So I'm going to crack on. I'll try my best to film as much as I can. Like I say, I've not got my action camera with me, I've got just this phone, so very stupid of me, but there we are. Right. Okay, so I've got this one off. That's the brand new one there. Just trying to compare them really. Okay, this is a luck one, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but this is as was fitted, and this is the is it a Velo? Velo. I'm assuming this would have been bought as a kit. I don't know. I'm assuming, but this obviously does not look like this. I looked at this one. This one is a more expensive clutch than that, so it did have this more expensive clutch fitted. As you can see, it's like I said before, it's not got a huge amount of weight. You can still feel the grooves in it, but the difference is, like, this has got very little, very little side movement. It's quite stiff. I mean, it's brand new. It does have left, right, and it does have a little bit of a spring in it. This one does have the left and right. It does the same travel, but it makes a clunky noise, and the sideways movement is pretty bad. You can almost hear it. Whereas this, it's stiff as hell. I mean, I know maybe in hindsight this probably would have done, but let's face it, this van is on its second clutch, because no way this is original. It's a 71 plate van, unless something weird has happened here. I'm just going on worst case scenario. The van was thrashed within the first year of its life. It blew a clutch up, knackered the dual mass because people were driving it like a pillock, and they put this one on a more expensive clutch. But I mean, I'm no expert, but having that clunk in the way while you're driving, I mean, this one, I mean, I've watched so many YouTube videos and so many things, even being on Schaffer's website, and looked at some of their information about these, watched some guides, and this is perfectly normal for them. This one, you know, I'm not 100% with that. As we all know, these vans don't have easy lives. So yes, it's 300 and some odd quid. I might get the VAT back because it's through my business and all that stuff, so it's not so bad, but it's a peace of mind for me. I know I'm putting a brand new clutch on the van, dual mass flywheel. I really didn't want to have to do this. I just don't know if, you know, I think it's just a wise thing to do. It's just a massive expense, isn't it? I guess a lot of folks have been in a situation similar to me, but yeah, maybe keep this as a spare in case this one blows up and whatever. I don't know. But anyway, if you see in the comments if you think this is excessive, and you can move it from side to side. It's got a lot. There's this one. It's solid. You know, I'm struggling to move it. So there we are. Without a doubt, that's probably knackered. I don't know. You'll have to be the expert. Nobody online. So I've seen somewhere they turn like loads. They're completely knackered in the middle. But I'm not happy putting that back in. So this one it is. I'm going to get it fitted up, by the way. This was a nightmare to get off because those hex things were really, really in there. And my new little Milwaukee's not the fuel one, so that really struggled. That didn't touch it because that's not a fuel impact gun. Should have borrowed my brother's fuel Milwaukee. So I had to use the breaker bar with the with that in it. You can see it's in there, look, to get it off. So it's a bit dusty beyond there, so I'm just gonna put some brake clean on there, get all that off, and get a new one fitted. Right, it's on. So it's much better. There's a nice solid movement there now. No rocking from side to side. It's solid. Yeah, it's much better. So I'm gonna get the clutch fitted now. Just gonna clean this, get the oil off it, and crack on. The clutch kit's in the van, so we'll go and grab that now. Right, folks, bit of bad luck. I was just phoning the factory up. They sent me the wrong kit, so I don't want to get too dirty, so I've got to send it back. But as you can see, it's a bit smaller. This will show, yeah. It's looks like a very small van. Look, yeah. Anyway, not a problem. I'm going to whip it back into Wrexham now, so it's another hour gone. But there we are. The dual mass was fine, so I might just take that with me just in case. So yeah, fun times. Right, off we go. Right, an hour later, I'm back. This time with the right clutch. So I've already been to GSF, and we have married this about the same. They are the same. So take that out and have a look so you can see it. So yeah, interesting. This is the new clutch. Let's just have a look in comparison to the thickness of what they are. Look, so it's, I mean, you can see the difference in. If I just try and hold that there to the camera, they're not far off the same things, are they really? Yes, that's the knackered one, just knackered. You can just see it's about 1 millimetre. See, it is worn. How have they been driving these vans to cause this amount of wear? 27,000 miles. I mean, has it been clocked? Why did you clock it? But I'll soon find out. I haven't put a diagnostic in, but it'll say when you log into diagnostic, the ECU will tell you the mileage. So unless that's been done as well, but that'd be interesting to find out, wouldn't it? But I just can't get my head around this. Did they drive them that badly? I mean, yeah. I mean, you should get, well, crikey, at least 100k, maybe 150k out of a clutch driving it sensibly. But then I'm using that word sensibly there, aren't I? These people are just ragging the hell out of them. So, anyway, right, I'm gonna go ahead and fit the proper clutch for it. That one in there. Again, keep it just as a spare. Why not? And I get this one fitted. See how it goes. Whoa. Classic in the background there, I can't be asked to turn it off. So here's the replacement gearbox. I'm just giving it a spray with degreaser. There's a lot of crap come out of it, so yeah, just taking the master off. Slave even, why do I keep calling it master? That one's just as bad luck. Absolutely knackered. Mind you, this gearbox is probably sat in like a yard somewhere. I just got it off eBay from a breaker. Don't know whether I should have done, but it's also for a breaker that was breaking one of these things. So it's guaranteed working now apparently, so but the warranty's well and truly expired because it's been in the back of this van now for probably 4 or 5 months. I went for a mad spree of buying stuff for this thing, and then obviously work come along and just couldn't do anything. So anyway, right, I'm going to stop waffling on and I'm going to just put the wire brush on the edge of this because I've wire brushed the edge of that, and just basically look about getting the thing on. And there's a few things I need to do, like replace this wire loom because that's been mullered by whoever took it off. I think that bit is already on the van with the 2 wires already on it, so I'm going to take that bit off. So yeah, got a few things to do before it goes on, but yeah, I'm going to crack on. I'll bring you back when something more interesting happens. Thought I'd just video this. What a nightmare. It's finally going home now, look. I've had to put a ratchet around the back of the engine. Just cannot get it to locate, and it's slowly going on now. What an absolute shit job, excuse my French, but that's how I feel. We're balancing the gearbox on jack because I ain't getting under there. With the way this is all rigged up, there's no way I'm getting under there. On the Mark 7, I was on a sturdy ground. I actually got myself underneath it and I actually kind of pushed the gearbox up and it went on. It's almost the same, this gearbox, and the way it's set up as a Mark 7 really is, but finally it's going on. What a pig of a job. So I'm gonna carry on now. It's as you can see, it's slowly but surely going on. Got a bar in the top there again, trying to locate up the soles. Making sure they're all out there because there's some dowels at the back that one's flying up. So yeah, finally going in. What a pig. Right, see if I can get some bolts started on it. I'll come back in a minute. Right, so we're much pain in the arseness. The gearbox is on, so I just cracked on, to be honest with you, but you see it's on. I've already started putting some wiring on, put the hose back on. This is the hose off this gearbox originally. The other one was bent up there. Wiring bracket back on. This wasn't on, so I had to find some bolts. This is going to be the biggest problems. All the front end had no bolts. We had nothing with it. So cables are all back in, start motor's on, temporary bolts for the moment. And I figured out why I had to run a jump cable from the engine to the chassis, because this was never connected to here, because there's supposed to be a stud on there with like a mounting stud. So that there, see that there by my finger, that there slots onto the front of that there. So I've ordered up that bolt. I found the part number for that bolt, and I'll just order a longer M10 bolt for that, because that barely turns one thread, but it's just temporary. Yeah, so this is all back and the gear linkages are in. So next job now is I've just inspected this wire. None of them are broken, they're just a little bit, you know, this is out of. I'm just going to tape this up neat now, get this running where it needs to be, and then I should be in a position to start putting the half shafts into the gearbox. That's what I'd like to get done today, and the discs. So hopefully they'll come off without any. I mean, this van's a lot newer than my Mark 7, and if you've done a Mark 7 before, an older Transit, these rust up and they're a nightmare to get off, so wish me luck with them. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this, taping that up, making that look better, get that running, yeah, and then do the half shafts and get the under engine mount, which I've just dug out, which goes there, which basically stops the engine from, as you can see, it stops the engine from rocking back and forth, because yeah, right, I'll crack on. Right, make good progress. So I had to use the original axles. It took me ages to get the rust out of the splines because the one over there, you can see that one there, that obviously is not for this van. The spacing for the disc was all wrong, so anyway, that's what taking more time. But the drive shaft's in, turns nicely, so just going to wind back the pistons and the caliper and put the pads on, and that's this side done. I don't know whether I'm going to get around to the other side now, to be honest. It's 6 o'clock, and I've already been asked where I am, what time I'm coming home, so there we go. But yeah, no, I'm going to get the pads in this and then see if I can get a plastic bag over it just to stop, because this, where this, and you can see it, I did this side first because it's in the worst possible place. As you can see, like, there's just no space, just about got a tyre off, and that gutter up there leaks all over the side of this van, so I can make sure I cover this up. They're coated discs, so it should be all right, but still I keep them rust free if I can. So I'm not going to put the tyres back on it just yet, because I need to on Monday take that other tyre to my friends to get redone. So right, I will crack on with the caliper and stuff now, and join you again in a minute when something more exciting's happened. Oh, bloody hell. Right, I've been on this since 10 o'clock this morning. It's now almost 5 to 9 at night, but it's still daylight. It's weird, isn't it? I'm calling it a day, but let me show you what I've been doing. I've not done much filming, I've just been trying to crack on. Got quite a lot done. Haven't been able to start it, and I'll be able to move it, but I'll do that another day. So this is a change. So I've got the lower cross member on to radiator support, just to see what pipes and stuff I'm needed. The electric's plumbed into it. So it looks like, so I also went in the back of the van and dug out what's in there. So it's the turbo intercooler intake pipe. I did buy one of these off eBay, and I didn't know this was in the back of the van. There was a load of junk in the corner and it was buried in there. But the one I got off eBay has got the little rubber adapter. That white gaffer tape is just covering the turbo inlet, like the AC pump down there, just to stop anything getting into it, really. Yeah, that's in, and he's bolting on there. The electrical connectors are in. Just seeing, you know, what's what. I've seen pictures of this thing kind of mounted to the front of the airbox or something. Don't know what that is. Some pressure sensor. That goes to the airbox. I've figured that out. So what I need to work out now, luckily my mate Scott's got a van which is 2 years younger than this. So I'm going to go and see where this goes. And also there's 2 ports on here, look. And on the radiator we've got a big port here. There, so I'm guessing I'm missing like a branch which tees off to here and up there. That's, I don't know. You're probably watching this if you know about these vans and going, oh yeah, you need that one, but I don't know. So that's done. Having used the drive shafts are both in. Both drive shafts are now in. I've just covered it up because this side's going to be exposed. There, the drive shaft's in, gate is all on. New Brembo discs, Brembo pads. It's all the factors had, but whatever. I probably have to replace them for a very long time. This is that shocking tyre. It's lost there already, but it's actually a Goodyear tyre. So look at that. It's yeah. It's just been run on every single curb. The edge feels so thin compared to this side. This is quite hard, this side. This side's just had all the rubber. It's probably where it's losing its air. It's really, really soft. So I'm going to take that rim, put that Chinese tyre on it. So yeah, they're done. What a pain in the ass job that was, because I had to use the old hubs with the rusty inners, so I had to clean all them up. I've put the wheel on this side because this wheel's fine. It'll do to get me moving. That shaft's in there. I've put that little unit there, the shock absorber, or to stop the engine from rocking, whatever it's called. So the next thing to do, maybe Monday if I get some time, but I'm going to go help a mate do some work to his camper van. This is how this bloody thing came. Look at that. I hope that's not going to affect it. I've got this second hand, this rad pack. Oh, I didn't really notice that. That wasn't me. There we go. Again, too late to send it back, but there we are. Yeah, that's what happens when you buy second-hand parts. But it's a bit bent, but hopefully I'm able to pull that out a bit. It's only aluminium, isn't it? So, Again, my mate's got an AC system. I've just found the 2 pipes which link from here through. I need to see whether there's a receiver dryer part of this system. I don't know. I'll go and grab the pipes and take a photo of the part number, because I've just discovered, thought they were all right, but no, the pipe that jumps to that has got a broken bit on it. So I don't really know what else to say other than, yes, I'm getting there. I'm just tidied up. So I'm just a little bit closer to getting it started properly. I'm not worried about coolant for the minute, because I'll be able to start it and just move it a little bit. But it'd be nice to have a few things connected back up, like the air box, this. I'd like to have the coolant hoses, even though I've not done the wet belt yet, and just put water in it and see if there's any leaks or see what's going on. At this point, I don't know what's missing. Again, the bolts for that tray, I've had to put new bolts in. So I've done a lot today. I'm chuffed with what I've done today, to be fair. So we can call it quits there, and hopefully Monday I'll get on it. We're in the end of May now, so yes, yeah, we'll see. And thank you very much for watching. If you have watched it, apologise. I'm no mechanical expert, but I can do stuff. Yes, thank you very much for watching, and there'll be more videos to come. Finally, after 6 months, 7 months, I've had the van. It's sat here for that long. I'm pretty sure most of the rust on it is just from it sitting here as well. So, but there we are. Welsh weather for you. Right, see you later.